Okay, hello, thank you very much. So my name is Dominika, and today with my colleague Jenny, we are going to, yes, going to talk to you about our school, Centria University of Applied Sciences. This school is in Finland, and today we are going to talk to you, or I'm going to talk to you about what our school offers and what studies are like at our university. And then together with Jenny, we are going to be more than happy to answer your questions. So shortly only, me and Jenny, we work as study advisors at admissions office. So we would be those guiding you through the whole application process until the day you arrive on campus. So Finland, as you for sure know, is located in the northern part of Europe, and it is easily accessible via plane. Here you can see the map of Finland. The capital is Helsinki, and the school is located in Kokkola, Pietarsaari, and Ilvieska. It has campuses in 3 different towns, and they are located for around 400 kilometers or 4-hour ride by train or 1-hour flight from the capital. Finland has 4.5 million people, and it is part of the European Union. What is very interesting is that Finland has 2 official languages, Swedish and Finnish. But what is really good for us internationals, I'm not originally from Finland, so I also came as an exchange student and then later as a degree student, but I decided then to stay in Finland. So what is my own experience is that most of the Finns do actually speak English, so it is really easy to get along in everyday life, and studies and life in Finland, even in Kokkola on the west coast, is really easy. Here you can see some pictures from our beautiful Finland. On the very left, you can see the capital Helsinki, and then you can see some of the Finnish nature. There is a lot of greenery and a lot of lakes. According to research, we are the happiest country in Europe, and as you can see in the other slide, even in the world. As I said, I'm not originally from Finland, and I would say that I totally agree with it. I live in Finland for many years now, and I believe that I am, and we are happy here. But Finland is #1 in very many other fields. For example, and most importantly, Finland's higher education system is apparently the best in the world, according to the researchers. Then also what is really good, the stability is also really good, as well as Finland is considered to be the safest country in the world. Then what comes to my mind, as I said, we have a lot of greenery, which comes that we have a lot of, we have really clean environment, and the air in Finland is also the cleanest in the world. What I also appreciate in my everyday life is that Finland has, among the European Union, the best digital public services. Okay, that was shortly about Finland, and here you can see pictures from Kokkola, which is the town where our main campus is located and where most of the international studies are located as well. Kokkola itself is located by the coast, so we have a really beautiful seaside areas, and Kokkola itself has 40,000 people. Here you can see more detailed map of the region. And as I said, Centria University of Applied Sciences has campuses in 3 towns. Most of the studies are located in Kokkola, but then we also have campus in Pietarsaari, and Ylivieska. In Pietarsaari, a bachelor's degree program in international business is located. So those who want to study international business, then that would be in Pietarsaari. Here you can see some pictures from our Kokkola campus, and that is mainly because at the beginning of 2019, it was reopened again, and it went under a lot of renovations. So nowadays we have like a really new high technology campus with really cool teaching and study premises. You can see some pictures of the classrooms, but also we have like a really cool first floor library. We have cafeteria where like lunches are served, but also a coffee place where you can grab a breakfast or afternoon snacks. Something about our international Centria. Centria is one of the most international institutions in Finland. It has at this moment around 10 degree programs taught in English. 8 of them are bachelors and 2 of them are masters. We have every year over 500 international students. I would say 500 degree students, plus then we have 120-ish that are exchange students. And our students are from over 40 different countries. You can see that overall, Finnish and international students, we have 3,000 students. So you can see that the number of international students is really high. Something about how studies are organized at Centria. We have really small like learning groups where students are usually working together, trying to figure out some tasks or do some kind of presentations. So kind of group working tasks and case studies or problem-based learning is applied. Also in the curriculum, there is always a work placement where our students get to actually try or apply what they learn in their classrooms. They get to try it in the real work-life environment. What I want to say nowadays with the coronavirus, of course, the situation concerning the online studies is a bit different. I'm going to talk about it a bit later. But even our normal curricula has online studies inside. So even before the coronavirus, our students studied also some courses online. As I already talked, we have brand new, modern, high technology learning facilities, and you can see down there a picture of our school canteen, for example. According to a research, nowadays we have the happiest students in Finland, or the most satisfied students in Finland. And now we get to a point where I will talk shortly about the actual programs. So as I said, we do offer 2 master's degree programs. At this point, we have full-time and part-time programs. The part-time one is usually for applicants applying with qualifications completed inside of the European Union. But then also we have these full-time programs that are for applicants applying with qualifications completed outside of the EU. On the right side, you can see the eligibility criteria. It is very simple. Basically, if you completed any sort of bachelor's degree program, then you would be eligible. If you have bachelor's degree and then after that 2 years of work experience. But it is at this point any sort of bachelor's and any sort of work experience. So after bachelor's, 2 years of work experience, and then you can apply. Here I put for you a print screen of our website where you could find more detailed information about our master's degree program. At this point, we unfortunately do not have any application period open, or we don't have even at this point plans for the future application periods. But as you can see, we just had one from November till February 2020, and we are going to have their selected students starting in fall 2020. So probably at the end of this year or beginning of the next year, we are going to have more application periods. And to get this information, just stay tuned, follow our website or social media where all important information is going to be published. Just one really cool information. So our master's degree program starts for all students in the fall semester with like these basic studies. And then in the spring semester, you can decide if you want to study international business management or if you want to focus and study enterprise resource planning. Our school focuses and really does a lot in this enterprise resource planning and SAP program. So if this is something that interests you, then this would be the program to apply for. Our master's degree program is 1.5 years, and there is an online entrance exam, which then Jenny can tell you more about at the end if you guys are interested. And the tuition fee is 7,500 euros per academic year. What we want to focus on today, and what is something that is really current since the application period is going to start within a month, is summer 2020 application round for our bachelor's degree programs. In this application round, Centria is going to offer 7 different bachelor's degree programs, and you can all see them there listed. The eligibility criteria for these bachelor's degree programs is basically if you completed high school in your home country, which would allow you to apply in your home country, Turkey, for bachelor's, then you can apply with the diploma for our bachelor's as well. So all of those that already graduated from high school or who are going to be maybe graduating this summer, then you are more than welcome to apply. As I said, we are going to have 7 different bachelor's degree programs now open, and 3 of them are Bachelor of Business Administration. The programs are Business Management, Enterprise Resource Planning, and International Business. As I said, we are famous for our enterprise resource planning, so you can visit our website and check these programs, which one would be the most suitable for you. Then we offer 4 different programs from Bachelor of Engineering. We have Business Intelligence Technologies, Environmental Chemistry and Technology, Industrial Management, and Industrial Technologies. There is something about tuition fees. I'm sure that everyone is interested to hear about those. So the basic price for 1 academic year is 7,000 euros. But let me tell you, our students basically never get to pay the full price. It is so because for the first year students, we do offer an early bird discount, which is going to be on the other slide. And then we do offer 50% scholarship. So if you, in your first year, if you completed 55 credits, then the next year you get to pay only 3,500. And the same if you, in your second year, you completed again 55 credits, so you reach the 110 credit line, then you again get to pay 3,500 euros. Let me go to the next slide where everything is described into details. So we have so-called early bird discount for our first-year students. And that is like a one-time discount minus €1,500 right away if you pay the tuition fee within first 2 weeks after you got accepted or received this like study place offer. So as you can see there written, so first-year student, after paying the tuition fee on time within those 2 weeks, you only get to pay €5,500. And then second-year students, after they get more than 55 credits in the first academic year, they only get to pay €3,500. And it's the same with the third year, that if you get more than 110 credits overall, you get to only pay €3,500. So as I said, the basic price is $7,000 per academic year, but we do offer early bird discount and we do offer scholarships. Something more what like students are always asking me about and what they are interested in are living expenses. It is said that Finland is a very expensive country, but I personally do not think so, because we do offer student accommodation where students get to rent an apartment from or a room from 200 to 300 euros. I would say that if you get fund for 200 euros, then what is included? There is internet, water, electricity, or these like washing machine and these kind of services you can also use. So basically everything is included. You don't need to pay any extras. Also, the apartment is equipped with basic furniture, so you don't need to like go and buy anything by yourself. Then for food, we advise our students to reserve something around like 200 euros per month, but you can get every day a warm meal at our cafeteria, which costs around 2.5 euros. Then you don't need anything for books and class material, because most of our material and teaching stuff is online. So you will just need your laptop and then you can access it from your home, from school, anytime for free. Or if our teachers want to give you some like reading material, they are going to bring it with them to the class. Also, transportation fees, you don't need to reserve anything for traveling, because the student accommodation, the dormitories are within walking distance from our campus. So around 500, I would say even 400 euros per month would be sufficient. Something that is very important is the application process. So the application is going to be now, the application round is going to be open from 1st of July till 17th of July 2020. You will send an online application for free via studyinfo.fi. What is the easiest way how to find all these links is to visit our website, find the program you want to apply for, and there click the links that we attached there. So basically find it through our website. That's the easiest way. And admission criteria. At this point, Centria has no traditional entrance exam. You don't have to travel to Finland, to Kokkola. We don't have any online tests that you would have to attend at some point, some tests. How we select our students is that we have two different options. If you did in your past the SAT test, and if you have SAT scores, then you can just send us, you can request the results to be sent to Centria. And based on that, we are going to select our students. That's if you have SAT scores. But if you don't, you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to now go and take them. That's totally fine. If you do not have SAT scores, then you will just simply make a motivation video and you are going to type a motivation letter. So it's either SATs, or if you don't have SATs, then we select our students based on motivation letters and videos they send to us. So two very easy ways of getting in. Language tests like IELTS or TOEFL, they are not required, but IELTS academic certificate with a result greater than 6 can give you some extra points, but it is, once again, I'm saying it is not required. Here you have some details about the SAT scores, which ones we take, and which are the points that are required. This info can be found on our website. So if you have SATs and are interested, just visit our website and find the info there. And here is our final slide. Admission results are going to be published at the end of September. So application period is in July, and then already in September, the latest in September, you would know the result. After you get accepted and we offer you a study place, then you still have to go to study info and accept the offered study place. After that, to pay the tuition fee. And after that, start your residence permit process and apply for your residence permit, student residence permit. And these studies that you will apply for in July, in summer 2020 application round, are going to start then in January 2021. And there is some extra info due to the coronavirus. At this point, and this is quite hard to say how it's going to be in January 2021. I can tell you how the situation is now. We selected students in January now 2020, and the group is going to start in September 2020 now, or in August. So for those, we are planning to start the studies online. But as I said, it is not a problem, since Centria for more than 20 years has had online studies as part of the normal curricula. So now we are just trying to maybe add some more, or even do like orientation days online, then do the recognition process online, and get the students basically starting fully online. And it is just because they are maybe in countries from which they are not allowed to travel, but they still want to study. So this is what we at this point came up with, and we will allow them to start online. And as soon as the situation improves and they can apply for visas and can travel and can come and join us on campus, they are very, very welcome to come and start. We are going to already in September, we are going to run some classes on campus for those who are already in Finland, but we are also going to run studies fully online. So we do not know what is going to happen and what's going to be the situation like in January 2021. But you don't have to worry, and Centria is going to offer, if necessary, online way of studying then in January 2021 as well. Yes, thank you very much. This was like short but full of information, I'm sure, presentation. Now, please, if you feel like you have any sorts of questions, do not hesitate to ask. But here you have also a contact. Admissions@centria.fi is always going to work. So if you have questions maybe further, do not hesitate to send us emails there. And now I will close this presentation and go back and to try to see the questions we have. And if we have. Okay. I can see I'm back here. Yes. So, do you have online degree programs without attending your university in Finland? That's what I kind of talked about right now. I would say we do not have like an online program. We are trying, and it's more of not that we wouldn't want to do online program, but most of our, or majority of our international students, they want to arrive and they want to be in Finland and they want to study on campus, to be in the international environment, to get to study with their classmates, and they want to study abroad. So we have like part-time and full-time studies, and that is the programs that you can apply for. However, as I said, at this point, we could call them online degree programs, because most of our international students are not going to be able to start on campus, and we are going to support them in this online way of studying. So at this point, that's the way we are doing stuff. Was that sufficient, or is there something you would like to add?
No, I think that was really sufficient.
Yeah. Do you have your contact information? I think could be typed.
I can write it there. Yes.
Yeah, if you could please write there the contact admissions, maybe the email. That's the easiest way how to always get to us. Then, do you recommend applied sciences schools over research-based schools? What professions should opt for applied sciences? Well, so the thing is that in Finland we have two different branches. We have universities of applied sciences, and then we have normal universities. I would say universities of applied sciences, they are more of like work-life oriented. As I said, we get to do the work practice. We also many times like work on some projects with companies. And then I would say that the other universities, I would say nowadays they are quite similar, but maybe they would go more into theory. Maybe what are then like professions? So as you can see, I work nowadays as a study advisor at admissions office, and I studied first at Centria. I studied Bachelor of Business Administration, and then I went to like basically normal university, or I went then to university where I studied my master's. So I would say the University of Applied Sciences does not restrict where you can or cannot work. I think that it's just whichever position you aim for, then this school can you can find the knowledge, and it can support you in your personal growth and development. Then
there's also, Dominika, there's more questions in the other part after the chat question. There's a question.
I can see.
Is there any flexibility for the application deadlines? And unfortunately, no. So we have a fixed application deadlines, and unfortunately, we cannot really be flexible on those. So that's because we have to get the results out on time.
Yes. I will answer quickly this one in the chat. Do you have an English prep ESL program? Unfortunately, we don't. But when you said like English prep, we do offer language courses. So, for example, if you start the program and if you want to improve your English, we have like business communication skills or English communication skills. So you can always like get more like language courses in your optional studies. I will go back to questions. Do you want to answer some?
Well, I think you already answered about the online programs.
Mm-hmm. There is one. Can you inform us about living conditions? What do you mean about living conditions? I mean, the situation, if we are talking about the coronavirus, at this point, I would say that we are working from our homes. However, our campus is now open and our students can go there to the library. Our students even like take some exams or can meet on campus. I would say that the situation in our region is very good. We haven't had infected people for quite some time in our town. So I can say that, of course, we are being very careful, all of us. We are trying to follow the rules and recommendations as well as we can. But I would say that we are very lucky that it's much better in other parts of the world. I will also answer this one. Do we have work permit while we are studying? Yes. With your study permit, you get to also work, and you can have a part-time work contract. And I'm not sure what was the amount of hours per month, but it was, I think, 25. Yeah, it was 25 hours a week. So you can easily have a weekend job or part-time job after your studies. Yes. Do you have something, Jenny?
I think you might know more about the Duolingo score. I think we do not accept those.
No.
Yeah. About the language requirements, we really don't have any language requirements, as Dominika told in the presentation. So basically, we don't have any IELTS or TOEFL that we require. However, you can get more points of those if you submit, for example, an IELTS certificate during the application period. But basically, your language skills will be tested with the motivation letter and the motivation video.
Yes, I can take a next question here. Do you offer a Finnish language program or class electively? Yes, we do. Actually, I'm not sure if it's still till now, but some programs even required our students to take Finnish language courses. And then you can also study like other languages like Swedish, Russian, French, and other. You can also optional, they are among the optional studies. But Finnish language program, there is quite like developed one. I went through it by myself. I studied Finnish for foreigners 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I have to say that it gave me a really good background and really good knowledge base for my further studies after that. So yes, we do offer Finnish language and other languages as well. Yes. I think that now we answered. I will go to the chat still if we have here. So where is your university located in Finland? So as I said, and I can write it there, it's Centria University of Applied Sciences, located in Kokkola mainly. My name is Dominika, and my colleague is Jenny.
Hello.
Yes, and we thank you also very much for participating and for being here. And as I said, we can always send more information via email, or you can find a lot more information on our website as well.
Also, unfortunately, there isn't any Turkish restaurants in our city.
Are you sure though? Because
no, actually, yes.
There is the pizzeria.
There is actually one. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and I think we actually do have even like Turkish students, and I think that pizzeria is actually run by.
That's true.
Yeah,
you're right.
Yeah. Yes. So the non-Finn in this knows better about the restaurant.
Apparently, yes.
So I think we do have, yes. But are there any other questions? I think that my email address is the one that Jenny already put there. Is that right, Jenny?
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah. So you can contact us via that. Yes. Do we have any other questions, or do you have something else? Do you think I forgot about something?
No, I think you covered it well. So if participants have any questions, we're still here to answer those.
Yes. The most important is that the application period is from 1st of July till 17th of July. And if you would struggle with applying, you can anytime contact us, and we can guide you and try to help you to find the actual applications. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dominika. Thank you, Jenny. So basically you covered everything, I suppose. There are no more questions, but if there is more questions, you can still stay here even after we end this webinar, and you can keep continuing to answer the questions, or anything else you want to add. You can use the chat box to still get in touch with the students. So thanks again for participating.
Thank you.
Hopefully we will see both of you in Turkey, in Istanbul, very soon.
Thank you.
Yes, hopefully. Yes. Bye-bye. Thank you very much.
Thank you too. Bye.
Bye.